Joseph's story begins with a dream. Actually, several. He was young, hopeful, maybe a little too honest about the visions God gave him. His father loved him deeply, and everyone knew it. His brothers felt that, and not in a good way. One day, their jealousy boiled over. In a moment of anger and confusion, they sold Joesph to passing traders and walked away as if he were a problem they could erase. Joesph was taken far from home, into Egypt, a place he didn't know, with a language he didn't speak. Imagine that. One day you're safe with your family, and the next, everything familiar is gone. But Joesph didn't collapse. He worked, he stayed faithful, and even in a foreign land, his integrity made him stand out. But then things took another turn. A false accusation, a moment completely out of his control, landed him in prison. It would have been easy for bitterness to take over, easy to say, "Why bother?" But Joesph kept showing up with the same quiet strength. Even there, in the deepest part of his story, he helped people. He interpreted their dreams just as he once interpreted his own. Years passed. Long, slow years. Until one day, Pharaoh himself had a dream no one could explain. Joesph was brought out of prison, standing suddenly in front of the most powerful man in Egypt. He interpreted Pharaoh's dream with clarity and humility. And in a moment that only God could orchestrate, Joesph was placed second in command of the entire nation. And then came the moment Joesph never expected. His brothers arrived in Egypt, desperate for food during a famine. They didn't recognize him, but Joesph recognized them. And he had a choice, revenge or mercy. He chose mercy. He revealed himself with tears, not anger. He forgave them, even though they had wounded him so deeply.
And he said something that still echoes thousands of years later. What you meant for harm, God used for good.
Joseph's journey shows us something powerful. Life can twist in ways we never saw coming. People can hurt us. Plans can break. But even in the darkest places, God can weave purpose into the pain. And sometimes, the very moments that feel like an ending are actually the setup for something greater. Joesph didn't know where his story was going, but he stayed faithful, he stayed kind, and he never stopped trusting God on his journey. And in the end, he saw that none of it was wasted.